guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, then just welcome. My name is Amy and today I'm bringing you a Refy brow tutorial. More like a first impressions actually really rather than a tutorial because I haven't used the products before. I have been dying to get my hands on the products but they sold out so freaking fast and I didn't actually know what colour that I should get. There were 3 different shades. I wasn't sure whether I should go for the lightest one or the medium one. I definitely wouldn't be the darkest one, but between the light and medium, so I kind of wanted to wait and see other people do swatches before I made a decision. But anyway, I'm so excited that my box finally arrived yesterday, so I have been so excited to sit down and film this video. So without further ado, let's just get stuck in. So before we get in, I just want to give a little bit of a background on the brand for you guys in case you guys have been living under a rock or in case you don't follow Jess Hunt. She launched her own brand called Refy. Now I really hope I am saying that right. So Jess Hunt, she is a UK influencer and model. She has the most iconic brows in the UK since I think Cara Delevingne stepped on the scene, and with that then of course she decided to launch a brow product. Well, actually more accurately 3 brow products, so I'm going to try them out for you guys today. So this is how the package arrived. I mean, it's just in your bog standard kind of recyclable packaging. I love that she has used recyclable packaging as opposed to anything that comes in plastic. It just means then of course then it is better for the environment. On that note as well, I just want to mention that these products are vegan and the brand is cruelty free. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I'm a lover of monochrome and just anything minimalist, so I'm obsessed with the logo. It's just really simple. But I haven't opened this yet. I'm too excited. Let's just get into it. I love doing that. So whenever you open the package, then this is what you see. You've got a nice sort of picture here. Again, a very simplistic design. I love it. Right up my street. So it comes with a little card basically just saying thank you for supporting her with her new business, encouraging you to tag. It's just a really nice kind of touch to interact with your customers. So this is how it comes here. I am living for this Refy tissue paper and a sticker. Like, that's hand done, you know, like it's just really nice. Okay, so here we have our 3 products here then. So we have a brow sculpt, a brow pencil and a brow pomade. Now I will go through those in a little bit more detail, but first of all I just want to mention that I paid for this. This is not a sponsored review. This is not an ad. Jess Hunt doesn't know who I am. I'm just a supporter of hers and her brand. So I paid £40 for the trio and I think shipping was $3.99, so in total I paid $43.99, which at first sounds like a lot for your brows, but brows have become such a big thing over recent years that I know I have bugger all eyebrows, as you can see. I'm hoping this is going to transform my face and make me look like Jess Hunt. But because I do want to give my brows that little bit of extra care and attention, I personally don't mind spending a little bit more. I am a huge lover of the Charlotte Tilbury brow products. So their brow gel is $18.50 and their brow pencil is $22.50. So there automatically you've already spent £40 and that's on 2 products. So whenever you sort of think of it like that, then you do get quite a lot for your money. So if you didn't want to buy all 3 products and you only want to try a small portion, you can buy them individually, which I think is great. So obviously you can buy them as a set or you can buy them on their own. So the brow sculpt you can buy for £16. The other 2 products you can buy for £14. So the pomade and the pencil you can buy for £14. So you are getting a saving if you buy them all together. But it's really good to know because I would imagine that one product will run out before the other one. It's good to know that if you do need to top up, then you can buy it just on its own. Enough rambling, I think. Let's just get stuck in and see what we think. So the first step then in the 3-step process is the brow sculpt. So this one here comes in clear, so let's have a nosy. So step 1 is the brow sculpt. So you can see it has the logo there, lovely packaging, and then it has a wee arrow there. Gotta be honest, had a little bit of a struggle there trying to understand this product. Probably should have done more research, but the lid comes off, you've got your brush here, and then this twists, which took me about 10 minutes to realise, and you've got the actual kind of like sculpting gel in here. So I've zoomed you guys in just so you can see, because this is brow hairs, you can't really see that from this far away. I think I'll do one brow at a time so that you can see the difference. Now this brow here is okay. I have been using castor oil in my brows for the last probably 9 months. I will leave a link to the one that I use down below, but I mean any castor oil will probably do, don't take my word for that. Yeah, I really like it. I have noticed a huge difference. I had no hairs whatsoever on my brows, so it has helped exponentially help my brows to grow and help them sort of thicken up and everything. So this brow here is okay. This one here has major problems. I actually got my brows laminated and all these brow hairs, they came out. Doesn't look too bad whenever they're filled in, but you can see there's a clear difference between this brow and this brow. So I am going to do this brow first and then we can compare it against that, but I just wanted to let you know that I understand that this brow looks worse than this one anyway. So I'm just going to go in. Of course I've got a spot in my eyebrow. How gross. Ooh, doesn't feel thick or anything. Sometimes whenever I use like the soap brow, it feels like really thick, and I love the wand on this. What? So if I'm not mistaken, you bring the product through the hairs, brush them up, and then you spin it around and use the little dry brush essentially to sort of create your perfect shape. But that's I know this brow sucks compared to this one anyway, but that's incredible, the difference already. So I'm just gonna screw that back on so that the product doesn't go all over my hands, and I'm just gonna comb. I mean, I think this is something I'm definitely going to have to practice with. I'm sure the more that I use it, the quicker and more I'll know what I'm doing. But so far, I think that looks really, really good. Obviously, my brow hairs, they're really sparse. They actually need tinted as well. Like, I haven't tinted them in a couple of weeks, so I don't really have much going for them at the minute, but that has made a huge difference. So moving on to step 2 then, which is the pomade. And I'm just reading online, it says, the brow pomade adds depth and shade to your brows. The product is buildable to create many shades per colour to suit everyone. The specially designed angular brush allows you to fill in any gaps. I have used pomades in the past, but the pomades that I'm used to are like the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones, and I just don't think I have the face for a pomade, you know, like those really, really thick, chunky brows. So I'm hoping that because this one comes in a much smaller, almost like controlled packaging, it's going to be a lot easier as opposed to anything round where you automatically probably take more product than you want. So we've got the brush on one end and the pomade on the other. Now this immediately looks quite warm for me. I'm hoping that it turns out okay. Is it just me, or is the pomade tiny? Alright, it is super creamy. As I said, I am used to using those kind of like dry, horrible formulas. This is not that. I'm going to start further back as that's where I have a little bit of colour kind of going on here, but I'm really sparse on my two tails. So I'm just going to start to just kind of fill it in. The colour's nice. It's not as warm as I thought it was going to be. So I think I've put far too much of that first product on, and a little bit is starting to roll just here. So I'm not going to bring the pomade right the way down where I'm really sparse. I would rather have brow hairs there, so I'm going to save that for the third step. I think I've maybe put a bit too much on. Maybe I'm just not used to it. I mean, it doesn't help that I've got a giant dirty ass spot in the middle of that eyebrow, but I don't know, I do quite like it. So moving on to the last step, which is step 3, then we have the brow pencil. So again, online instructions read, brow pencil finishes by outlining brow hair strokes for ultimate 3D definition with the ultra fine tip. Brush allows you to softly blend all products together and finish the perfect brow. So I would imagine pushing this microfine pencil through will disperse that pomade a little bit further as well. So here we have the packaging. Again, I am living for this packaging, and I must say the addition of this little message is quite small writing, so I will read it out, but it says, do not twist up more than 2mm. I've worked on makeup counters now for quite a while, and the amount of times people have bought brow pencils that twist up and they don't twist back down, or they snap off because they're too long, is incredible. I could retire if I had £1 for every one of them. So it's really good that that comes with that message, and it also then, I guess, that covers them if you do put it up too high and it snaps off. That kind of covers their ass. Oh my god, that is the smallest tip I've ever seen. Seriously. That's amazing. Okay, so for brush hairs then, I'm going to start with the tail of my brow and just thicken out this part here. Comes out really well. Yeah, so it's dispersing that pomade quite well. It's not catching, it's not sticking. The products, they layer really well over one another. Like, for example, I just keep relating it back to soap brows because that's what I've been using. Sometimes if I go in with my eyebrow pencil, I don't know, it just like slices the soap brow almost in half and no colour payoff comes out, whereas there's loads of colour payoff from this. So my brows are definitely a little bit more filled in than I would usually go for, but as with all good eyebrow pencils, there is a spoolie on the other end. So this is going to be my final step. Still technically a third step, but I'm just going to comb everything through. Can you see all that? I definitely used way too much of that first product. Okay, but can we just look at that difference? I mean, you can't deny it. Bloody well works. So I'm just going to go and even out my other eyebrow off camera, and I'll be back to give you my final thoughts. Okay, so I am feeling a little bit more myself with brows on. That being said, they are far heavier than I would usually do. I definitely love more of a natural fluffy brow. I enjoyed using these products. I do love the 3 system sort of idea. However, for me and for my brow style, like, I have really, let's face it, shit eyebrows. So I would probably next time skip out the pomade. I don't think that my brows serve a place for that. Also, I'm just not a pomade person. So if you are a pomade person or you're used to using something like that, then you'll probably love this. I fell in love with these two, so the pencil and then the Sculpt. That's an incredible product. I am going to give the pomade a second chance sometime, so I'll let you know in another video if I use it again what I think of it. This brow looks so much better than this brow, which would lead me to believe that if you have good brows already, then you will love them. If you have really proper crap brows like myself, and even worse than that, I would imagine that maybe some of the products might not be for you. They might work for you, but it's trial and error at the end of the day. So this brow is for sure warmer than this one. I think I used more pomade in this one. Pomade is designed to fill the brows, and because I had more to fill on this brow, I ended up putting more pomade in this brow, so it definitely looks a bit darker, a little bit more aggressive. But it's totally fine. I'll try them out more and I'll probably get used to using them more and more, but now I really like them. I do think they're worth the £40. I love that you can buy them individually. I love the way that the sculptor made my brows look. It really fluffed them up, and hopefully it'll keep them in place. I love that the product goes really well over that. As I've said before, whenever I use soap brow, I really struggle to put product over that because it just ends up all mixing together. These layered on top of each other really well, so that was amazing. And I loved this. This pencil had the finest point on it that I was really able to get in and create. I mean, it does exactly what it says in the tin. I created brow hairs with it. So I'd rate this collection probably a solid like 8.5, 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think. Have you used them before? I would love to hear your thoughts. I really enjoy these products. I'm glad that I bought them. I would buy them again. Again, I'll probably, because you can buy them individually, I will probably buy these two again, and I'll probably not reach for that one again. Oh, this is so fun. I love doing reviews. Okay, so that's all from me today then. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I love doing reviews. They're just super fun. I love trying out something new. I know it's always hard to give like a proper review on them sort of straight away from a first impression, but I don't know, I enjoy doing them anyway, and I think a first impression counts for a lot. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give it a like for me, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you here on my channel with me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If there's anything else that you'd like to see me review, then let me know that as well, and take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!